What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm back with another sneaker unboxing of a sneaker that I totally underestimated. So stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still support.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I'm back with another sneaker unboxing / review of a sneaker that I totally underestimated, right? Okay, so this is another sneaker that I had to go on the resale market for. Now, I will say this, when the shoe was coming out, this shoe dropped at like the end of January, right? Okay, and I was like, yo, I want these joints, but at the same time, I didn't think people were gonna be checking for them just like that, but man, was I wrong. These joints actually flew off the shelves, and to be honest, let me clarify this. The bigger sizes flew off the shelf. Now the smaller sizes, I actually seen them still floating around here and there for retail. Now I will say this shoe didn't go crazy on the resale market, and what really sold it for me, I was in the chop shop probably about roughly a month ago, and somebody had these sneakers on, and I was like, yo, I knew then I had to chase them, right? Okay, and ironically, one of the OGs where I work at, they got this sneaker as well. But enough rambling, let's just get to this unboxing. Boom, right here all up in your grill, man. Right here, you can see right here, this is coming from eBay, of course. Let me open this joint. I tried my very best to open from the back, just for, you know, try not to expose my information. So let's see if we can cut this joint and be safe. These joints right here, I got a great deal on them. Even was able to negotiate it from what the person originally wanted. Joint right there. So let me see if we can put this joint right here. Box may give it away, may not, but I do like the packaging of eBay right here. I'm gonna set this to the side. Y'all see it's an all red box. Got the airbags in this joint, as you can see right there. We'll get it up out of there. And of course, here's your authenticity card right here. All up in your grill. Hopefully the camera does it some type of justice. Authentic, without a doubt. I still shop at eBay. That's still my preferred method on the resale market, even though I do use GOAT from time to time. And then of course you get what you get. Normally what it says up in here, it says meet your soulmates in this joint. They still do this. Kind of change the packaging just a little bit, but you know, the box not important anymore. Boom. Main attraction of the show, what we're talking about right here is, boom, all up in your grill right here. Red basic Nike box. Nothing special compared to the ones that I previously picked up. That should be your hint right there. But this is a shoe that I feel like it had to come home to me. Now, this is my first thoughts seeing this one. So again, unboxing and review / of a sneaker that I pretty much wanted. We're like, what, 5 months in on this? Or I guess you can say we're 6 months into the year. So yeah, I waited almost 5 months to get this sneaker. Let's pop the top on the convertible box. Got that Nike stamp of approval on the side over at the top of the corner, and I'm talking over here. The camera may not do this any justice, but it's right there. So again, these are authentic without a doubt. And right there's your sneak peek. Woo, sheesh. Right here, let's get to the main attraction of the show. Boom, right here all up in your grill. This is the Diamond Turfs, and we're calling these the 49ers, but there's been a great debate on whether they should be the Atlanta Falcons, because technically Deion Sanders, which this is Diamond Turf, which he was a dual athlete, right? I'm gonna go ahead and grab the other sneaker real quick as I talk and get this run up out of here. And paper right here, a little thin, but we're gonna go ahead and get the other shoe out of here. And right here, and the kid almost dropped the box. Boom, right here all up in your grill. Sheesh, super duper clean, man. I love these already. And that's it for the box. Boom, get it up out of here, no longer need it. And of course, the main attraction of the show, boom and boom. The Nike Air Diamond Turfs, which we just call them the Deion Sanders. Now, if you look these up like on like StockX or searching for this particular model shoe, you will see that they are pretty much fall under the like 49ers. But ironically, Deion, to the best of my knowledge, was playing for the Atlanta Falcons whenever these dropped. But what have you, you know what it is. We can say that even about the previous models that I picked up, the prototype. But either way, I'm still a sucker for that red. And like, I seen these in person, and now that I'm seeing them in person again, man, it's just super dope. Now, one of the things that we can see that eBay and authenticity card on the back of here, of course, right there. If the camera's gonna do that any type of justice, if I can get some focus action on that one. But also what I wanted to point out is if we can flip that out the way, we have that gold Nike Air check on the back. I really, really love these right here. Now, y'all know me, one of the things is this strap on here. Y'all know I like to rock my straps like open and loose, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and get that. Now, one thing about these joints, I wanna do a lace tutorial because all you have to do is kind of loosen up once you get the strap out the way like I just did, you just loosen up the straps before you put your feet in there, man, and these joints are good to go. Now, if they're going anything off like the prototypes, which I did do a review on feet on those, super duper comfortable. So these were only right to come home to the kid, man. I actually love these. And of course, if the camera's gonna do this any type of justice, we do have that prime time logo on the tongue right there where it's a field goal, and it's pretty much the diamond of like baseball. So pretty much that's what it's supposed to be. Just imagine this being a cleat, which I'm pretty sure they did make a like cleat of these, so it only makes sense for these. So I'm not mad at how we've been bringing back the Deons, man, even though they're technically called the Diamond Turfs. But you know, Deons, Diamond Turfs, if you're in the sneaker world, you know what we're talking about, man. A classic, timeless shoe, and just brings me back to my childhood. And one thing I do like with that gold hint Nike check on the back, I do also like that the center of this joint is obviously there's like a gold like hint, like this little part right here, what I'm talking about. Let me put the one shoe down so I can show you guys. Right here, this little gold flimsy joints. Again, y'all know me, I'm a major sucker for gold, man, to be honest. Y'all probably even noticed at this point, I swapped out my jewelry to gold. Like my nose ring is gold, like my jewelry, like my chains, those are gold, man. It's just like, I don't know, I'm just a sucker for gold in general, man. Maybe a little bit of old school in me, or me just becoming part as I transition over to the OG status, right? Okay, either way, I'm not mad at it at all. So what do you guys think of my latest pickup of the Nike Air Diamond Turfs? And they're calling these the 49ers, but to be honest, I'm just gonna call these the original joints. I think they originally dropped back in 1993, which I believe you can find it under that name as well. But also, I think the last release we had back in 2017, and then before then, I wanna say back in 2010. But don't quote me on that one because, again, in 2010, I was doing a lot of things, right, okay? And I'll just leave it right there. 2017, I was, safe to say, all those things that I was doing in 2010 caught up to me by 2017, and I had to pretty much take care of it legally, right? Okay, and I'll just leave it right there, man. We've gone on, I moved past that, but we're here, there, man. So what do you guys think of my latest pickup, man? These joints are super duper nice. I'll give you guys a little bit of the bottom action on these guys right here. Sheesh. These are just super clean, man. I mean, this is the perfect time, I feel like, to be a sneakerhead. Nike written on the side of the shoe there. Super duper dope, man. So yeah, I just like this. And just the attention to detail on this, even on the lace loop, something I'm just not noticing. It says Nike here too, man. So overall, super dope shoe. What do you guys think of my latest pickup? Were you guys able to get your hands on these back in January? Or were you like me and was kind of asleep, and now looking back on it, you're like, maybe so, maybe not, or maybe you're just not a fan. But other than that, man, pretty much, this is what all I got for you guys. I'm gonna go and get out of this thing and start rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.